Yeah, I think the biggest problem that Secret has right now is that I don't see any other options for them to create enough space for EternaLEnVy to catch up, other than the Nyx assassin.
Nothing you can do here. Phase shift may not cost you any mana, but it's certainly not going to get you away from Arthour when he sees that opening.
Sitting mid and waiting for that opportunity, but...
Whoa, what is this? EternaLEnVy setting up the sleep on a Scandal here. Does he actually think they're going to be able to pick him off the right kind of impale? Nope, gets the orb out. Meanwhile, they do have the relocate in, able to catch Afterlife, so that's one for Team Secret, but they need a little bit more. Maposhka, ooh, Arteezy canceled that ultimate, realizing it was just barely going to be out of range.
That's a very optimistic goal on the puck by Universe.
Scandal still going to be imprisoned up here. Doesn't have the orb, has a regen, but I don't think he has enough space. Arthour still has the ultimate to be able to drop it. Hits King R as well. He still has enough mana to be able to get off the Hex, but now with the drums activated, King R's just going to be run down. Easy peasy for Arteezy. 6-5 now, 10.5 minutes in.
To do it.
Puppey putting himself out there as bait. He knows the rest of his team is going to be able to follow this up. They're going to immediately jump on a Puppey, but the trap is sprung. Now the rest Secret come in. A big ultimate being dropped by Arthour, already limiting the mana of Team Empire. Ramsey's committing here for Universe, but the damage is coming out from the Earth Spirit. They slow down this fight now. Secret hoping to be able to save Universe with that imprison. Maposhka continuing to get some damage out. Universe is going to be left behind here as Team Secret called quits.
I mean, it must have been, just because the way that fight started was actually really good for Secret. Like, they lost the Dazzle, but they had to... Empire had to commit so much for that.
Again, Arthour manages to sidestep everything the Earth Spirit is throwing at him, but they still manage to get the double impale into Pieliedie, almost being popped by the Finger of Death. But again, the double support combination saving each other time after time will be able to provide the turnaround as Secret come in and force and take the numbers advantage against Team Empire.
Again, both has a support behind them.
Oh, they didn't realize it, but that was actually a trap set up by Empire, and they fall through beautifully. Secret makes the relocate in. Fortunately, Arthour is going to be delayed by the Shalgrave, and he will be able to maybe get one kill. Not even that much. The imprisonment. They're going to go for the kick immediately, right as he comes back. Beautifully timed by Maposhka, a star Earth Spirit player being born here today. We're really seeing his level at a high level play. Now Ramsey still has that ultimate. They might be able to catch more as Puppey. He's definitely dead. Universe is going to be able to get out. So 2 go down, make it a third. Universe at the very last second, he made that call.
Security for Secret in both the supports. Most importantly, you've got EternaLEnVy, who just has to sit back, walk in.
Arthour just blinks right in. There are 3 heroes surrounding him. Universe is going to be able to provide him some backup. First, the kick comes in, they blow up Universe. Now there comes the relocate in as Pieliedie hoping to be able to survive the 6 seconds required to be able to get Arthour the hell out of here. 3 more seconds, but the nukes, they're coming quick and fast. It looks like Pieliedie will go down first. Arthour has no chance in hell, trapped in a corner, and Secret quick on the retreat, but Empire have already won the big engagement. They might be able to get more. Yeah, the dagger's going to be able to follow Puppey. He has no out here whatsoever, and Empire just want to fight right outside of the Roshan pit. They immediately funnel in. They're good with their cliff wards. They do see opportunity here, but no, first he misses out on the stun, and now there's a chance that Scandal can actually be able to escape. He jumps over to his orb, should be enough distance. He's still kind of slowed down, but does manage to get the Dream Coil to slow down Team Secret's advance here. And they may stumble into a 5-man fight they can't actually win. The Spectre ultimate is up too. They see EternaLEnVy. Can they actually lock him down long enough to be able to prevent that Song of the Siren? They pop their BKBs. EternaLEnVy doesn't actually have an escape from here. The rest of the Secrets start coming forward, but it's too late. EternaLEnVy's already gone. A Pieliedie gets to stay from the imprisonment, but both of these supports are just gone. And Team Secret, they're going to get fully wiped here if they're not careful. It's going to be 2 of their big down. Both supports are dead, and it's only Universe who's going to manage to get the escape and the TP out.
Have the arcane boots up so they can... Oh, good kill coming in here.
They know Ramses doesn't have a quick escape with that ultimate, so he may be caught. He's trying to get into the trees, but he still has to be able to pounce, and there's just too many disables. Taken out, Pieliedie, not waiting a second there. Throws that Finger of Death.
Beefing up some of her damage as well.
Smoke out from Secret. They see Scandal, but they don't want him. They know this is, Scandal actually blinking forward, going for the creep wave. He's actually now in a bad position as he's going to be slowed down by the gust. Doesn't have phase shift for another one. Pops it there, but it's just not going to last long enough for him to be able to get the blink out. Almost getting saved there by King R, but the Finger of Death ensures the kill, and Team Secret this time punishing Team Empire. Going in, getting the 2 kills. And Roshan is dropping relatively fast, and they have to be able to contest this one. There is no trade-offs here. There's no taking towers. They need key to be able to get their hands on the Aegis, or at least be able to win this team fight. The Ravage goes out, but the Aegis already picked up by Ramses. They've blown up Mapushka though, and they still have 3 heroes trapped inside the Roshan pit. As Empire start making their way out, they go straight for Arthour. He drops the ultimate, the swap back in. King R looking for the stun, but can't finish anybody off as Arthour is able to get the blink himself away. Puppey instead is going to be the target by Ramsey. Should end up going down, but the follow-up is all on EternaLEnVy. They've already got the Doom on him. They just need to be able to get some disables and damage to finish him off. But the Doom, it's wearing out EternaLEnVy. He's going to be able to get a blink away quite soon as the Manta is out to be able to get rid of that silence. The orb misses. They follow up some extra damage, but EternaLEnVy gets into the trees and starts that regenerative effect. And now Arthour, he managed to survive through that whole entire fight and is looking to be able to play more. Blinks himself out from the impetus shot. Pieliedie helps with a save. He's going to be able to get Scandal. That's a drop gem. Arthour picks it up, but he may actually end up going down anyway as the enemy team reclaims that gem. Trying to just retreat now with that as Mapushka is going to be the sacrificial lamb stuck inside of this pounce. Turns to try and help kill the lion. Don't think that's going to be happening though. As Mapushka, oh, dodges the pounce, sidesteps that one. Mapushka, he's actually going to be able to get away here. King R with the swap, barely. No, he swaps EternaLEnVy out. They go for the kill on Pieliedie.
Wow.
What a setup there from King R.
Oh, that was so sick.
Well played by Empire. And EternaLEnVy should just be able to blink himself out. Oh god, that was closer than I anticipated. Afterlife almost got that one off. If the Infernal Blade hits there and they get EternaLEnVy.
One of the supports picking up the gem for Scandal to run around with. Last time it was Mapushka. This time, obviously, he still needs his Zags, so King R is able to get the gem for the team. And Doom, he's going to be picked off here. Jump by Team Secret. See the line being drawn. That's by Arthour. This is all owned by Empire. This is Empire land state. They're going to be able to get more. They've got Puppey. They're going to dive into the tier 2 almost at this point.
No!
Oh, Universe! Oh, fails the Ravage entirely. Still tries to make the initiation, but Arthour, I don't think he can really back him up here. Managed to get the imprisonment, but that means he doesn't have an imprisonment to save himself. Arthour ends up going down. The Universe is still stranded in the middle of an Empire wasteland. 3 end up going down, and the Dagger searching for more. But Empire
Have to respect it now.
Blowing the Ravage like that?
already down to half HP before the fight has even begun. And is it going to begin at all? EternaLEnVy's actually searching, what, for the courier? He's going to try and cut the creep wave, but Empire have more than enough creeps here to be able to take this full lane.
I mean, that's how desperate you are at this point. You commit drums for your slap, just chases a courier across the map. They've got the Ravage.
Ramsey fine with this one. There goes the Ravage. Managed to only catch 2 though with Empire. They were still sitting far enough back that most of them don't get caught. They hit the coil. Silence on the 2. Imprisonment is going to be able to buy in time for Universe, but it doesn't really matter. He's already made his initiation. Now EternaLEnVy's going to be caught in the Doom. They got through the Lincolns, trying to throw enough damage, and they've got it too. The impetus shots more than enough. Arthour, he blew up a couple there with the ultimate, but now he's going to be forced away and almost taken out by Mapushka.